Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a second to sit up. And before we do anything else, take your index fingers, your two index fingers, your indices, and put them on your hip bones, that part of your hip that sticks out the furthest. Oh, and this is Denise. Yay! I never see Denise in the morning. This is nice. A nice surprise. So put your fingers here on your two hip bones. Hi, Denise. It must be summer, huh? All right. And then from here, put your hands, your thumbs on the back of your hips. So you want to feel that boniest part of the front of the hip, the boniest part of the back are basically vertically at the same height. So put your hands there for a moment and then pull the front of the ribs in. So you just sitting here, you could break a sweat getting your abdominals to hold you up. And I'm going to take my right hand to the left side of my rib cage, wrap and pull in, feel those muscles knit my center. Left hand to the right ribs, wrap and pull in. And then bring my fingertips here for a moment to my collarbones, feel the collarbones spread out and the scapula pull together. So just nice and light. Keep your fingertips on your shoulders and then start a nice light little circle. I'm going with my right arm. Don't worry, we'll do both arms. So you just check in with your side, one side, and then circle in the opposite direction. So again, when you have an injury or something going on in the shoulder, always start really small, really slow, and with the shorter levers. So that means with the arms folded in. Try this now with the opposite shoulder. So I just want you to create some nice light little circles. Don't push the range of motion, but instead make sure that the movement itself feels comfortable. So you're not trying to get as big as a movement can be at the beginning. Make a sense? Good. Go ahead, circle the other way. And then from here, with your fingertips on your shoulders, let your, oh, I had a nice adjustment there. Let your ears come down towards one side. So you're kind of freeing up your neck as you move. Good. And then from here, chin up, chin down. Feel that your shoulders don't move, right? As the chin is coming down and up, so you can really focus on a nice little stretch in the back of the neck. And then from there, the chin moves in. Keep pulling your belly deep. Keep driving your sitting bones into the floor. And then allow the arms to circle lightly in the shoulder socket. Take it around, moving in the opposite direction. Beautiful, beautiful. So your two arms are now going to extend all the way up. Now drop the shoulders down the back. Good. And then once again, right up here with longer arms, if it feels okay, circle the arm. I want you to also pay attention to, you don't want the head to fall forward when the arms extend up. You want to keep the head nice and relaxed where it is. Good. Try this with the opposite arm for a moment. So you're just freeing up the shoulders and the humerus bone there in the shoulder socket. Circle the other way. Good. Let's inhale. Now take your arms wide. Pull in at the front of the ribs. The head floats over. You're feeling your belly muscles supporting the weight of the head here. Inhale, take it up. Let's try that two more times. So squeeze, pull in from your front. And then exhale, lift it, reach it out one more time. Exhale, pull into the center. Good. And then right back up. So now opening the arms wide for a moment. Let's pull one arm underneath you, one arm overhead. Stretch and reach the arms in opposition. Inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, stretch and reach the arms in opposition the other way. Inhale up, nice and wide. Exhale, stretch and reach. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, stretching to reach. Good. Inhale up. Take a moment, two arms back up. And then you're going to twist in your ribs out to one side. Inhale. Let the arms float down as you twist. Good. So if you notice that the arms are fatiguing and your shoulders are bugging you, put your hands back on the shoulders as you twist, right? So every time you fatigue, kind of listen to the body, give it a little break, and then come back to the exercise. Good. All right. So now from here, let's pause with your two arms up and then sweep your torso all the way around. So as you do this, ground your sitting bones. So you're making that push down through the sitting bones. One focus, one intention as you're creating this rotation. You can go one time, one direction, pause, ground the sitting bones, and then take yourself around the opposite direction. Good. One more time. Each direction. Beautiful. So you're just waking up your back. And from here, the arms will float forward. Let's unfold our two legs. And exhale, take a little breaststroke out. So I'm going to sweep, feel a circle through the arms. Exhale right back in. Sweep, move my lumbar forward and my navel in as I float forward. Try this just a few times. So just waking up a gentle forward bend. Beautiful. Change the direction. So waking up. Beautiful. So now pause and again ground your weight in your sits bones. Scoop your belly deep and pull weight back. Inhale, let the arms float up. So remember, when you float back, you don't want to tuck your pelvis under and round in the low back. Pull the belly in and float back. So you get minimal round and the weight stays anchored in your sits bones. So there's a big movement, but the focus is keeping the sitting bones stable. Good. Try that one more time. Hold back here with one arm, just a big sweep, feeling the rest of the body stay right where it is. Other arm sweeps. Good. Change the direction of that circle. Inhale, come up. And now from the belly floating back, this time a light pulse. Front of the ribs pulls down, and you're letting the torso lift up an inch, down an inch, 2 and 1. Good. Create rotation now. So the arms don't move, the rib cage moves side to side. If your hips start to bug you, come out of this and take a little break and you can come back. Let's hold on one side and lightly pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back through your center. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Open the two legs. Good. Take a little sweep of the arms all the way around. Excellent. So now from here, I'm going to float back and press everything down except for my right leg. Let the right leg float down and up. 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Opposite side lifting. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, sweep. Take the torso up. Exhale, floating back. This time your feet pull together, down and up. Let's try 10, 9, and 8, 7. Shoulder blades down the back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Sit tall. Hands to your ankles for a moment. Press the heels in. Move the torso forward and stretch your hips. So stretch this inner thigh group by letting your torso move forward. That thing we just moved. Beautiful. Good. And then let's exhale, sit up all the way. I'm going to slide my right leg to the side, my left leg to the side. Here's my left arm facing the computer. We're going to inhale, stretch, reach out. Exhale, place the hands on the ankles. Move once again. So if your lumbar is back here, move the lumbar towards your thighs. Good. Open your chest, stretch your throat. And then let's exhale, hands to the thighs, and slowly, slowly guide our body down bone by bone, all the way to the mat. 2 arms up. Everybody here on the floor, I want you to play with where your tailbone is. So let the tailbone reach towards the heels, then let the tailbone slightly scoop up. So we're going down towards the heels and right back up. Down, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3. Take it down, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3. Just really small movement. down, 2, 3. So everyone feel now your sits bones grounded, reaching towards the heels so that the belly lengthens out and the front of the ribs pulls down. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, and then bring your hands here back behind the head. Open and close your elbows here. Pull them into your peripheral vision, and then exhale, lift the head and chest. So when you lift, scoop your shoulder blades up. That's the hard work. Let's inhale, come down, 2, 3, and exhale, come up, 3, 2, 1. Try to get the shoulder blades up. Take your gaze to the belly. Remember, no looking at the ceiling. That transfers the weight to the wrong place. So scoop the belly deep as you lift. Inhale, we'll come down, 2, 3. Exhale, lift up, 2, 3. Chin moves in. Look at the abdomen each time. Here we go. One more. Inhale. And exhale, look up. So the idea is, can you lift your head and keep your pelvic lumbar area in the same position? So now I'm going to exhale, lift 5. Exhale, lift 4. Small little lifts. 3 and 2 and 1. Now continue to draw the belly in with the navel down. Rotate the ribs to one side. Inhale, move through the center. Exhale, rotate the rib cage to the opposite side. Inhale, move center. Look at the belly. Scoop the shoulder blades. And then exhale, create that rotation. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. And exhale, rotate. Couple more. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Let's hold this time on the right side. So remember, your hips, this area is not moving when you rotate. It's just through the rib cage. And you're going to lightly pulse 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, move center. Exhale, same thing, rotation. Pulling the shoulder blades up. 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, release your head down to the mat, 2 arms up, and then you're going to push your feet into the floor. So let's just try a basic pelvic curl a few times. The tenets here are your arms, they're lifting, and then as your pelvis comes up, the arms float to your sides. And then when you lift, you've pushed evenly through your 2 heels. The arms are extending. Everybody can check your hip bones for a moment and feel that this bony hip protrusion, they are facing straight up. And it's that engagement through the backs of the legs that allows the pelvis to float up. So now from here, from the front of the ribs, you begin to articulate the bones of the back slowly down to the floor. Remember, we'll press our arm bones down and curl, peel, lift, take the sitting bones up. Good. So we're going to leave our arms out of this pelvic curl for a minute. Just keep them anchored into the floor. Check your neck, check your shoulder blades, feel those muscles in action. And then exhale, slowly let the center pull in, and then the low back lengthens out. Try that a couple more times. Inhale and exhale, curl, peel, lift, take it up. And then once you're up, draw the heels. You don't lift them off of the floor, but you pull them towards the sitting bones. That is to help you get more engagement in your hamstrings, right? And then up here, slowly, lightly lift the sitting bones. You're going to come down and up. The muscle work should feel like right at the glute and hamstrings for 10, 9, and 8, 7. Arm bones down, navel deep. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, hold. And then right here from the front of the ribs, you begin this slow articulation, bone by bone by bone, all the way down to the mat. Take the 2 arms up. Exhale, bring your 2 knees over your hips. And you're going to let the right arm and left leg float down and then up together. So we're going to come down, 2, 3. Exhale, lift up. We'll come down, 2, 3. And exhale, lift up. Down, 2, 3. Opposite arm and leg. Exhale, lifting. Down, 2, 3. And up. Down, 2, 3. And up last time. Down, 2, 3. And up. So let's pause. Take a moment And from here, you're going to extend an arm and leg out. So now this knee joint is it reaching out and back to the center. Stretch, reach. You can extend through the heel. Good. Out and right back in. Out, 2, 3, and in, 2, 3. Reach it out, 2, 3, and in, 2, 3. All the while, hips, lumbar stay perfectly steady and stable. And in. Now out and in. Pause. 2 arms, 2 legs, reach out to 3, draw into 3. Reach out to 3, draw into 3. Reach out to 3, draw into 3. Last time. Out to 3, belly deep, into 3. This time, float the arms here to your sides, lift your head and chest. Remember, tailbone pulls down towards the floor, navel pulls in, head and chest lift, scapula off of the floor. And from here, you're going to inhale with the arms and exhale, pulsing down, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pause. Lower the head for a moment. Check your neck. Make sure it's relaxed. And from here, extend the legs out. 2 arms up. Inhale. Exhale, round through the ribs. Lift the head and chest. Pull the scapula up. The chin in. Gaze to the belly. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. From here, slowly let the head and chest come down. Check the neck, relax the neck. Turn your heels in, turn your toes in. So we're going to go heels to toes, waking up that external rotation. 3 and 2 and 1. Now hold with the heels in. Now bend the knees and exhale, reach out 5. Navel is deep. Exhale, reach 4. Inhale, exhale, reach 3. Inhale, exhale, reaching 2. So remember, heels in, toes out. Exhale, hold the legs out. Now beat the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs right where they are or lower them out just a hair. Scoop the belly even deeper. Arms alongside the ears. Exhale, round through the ribs. Lift the head and chest. Scapula up, chin in. Gaze to the belly. Long through the low abdomen. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Bend the knees. Draw your knees for a moment over your chest. Rock your back just a hair. Extend the left leg nice and long. Press the left thigh bone into the floor. Extend the right leg as much as that leg is saying yes, yes. And then I want you to take a few small circles. So remember, your torso is going to stay really steady, really stable. The leg will circle and then cambiamos la dirección. We're going to go the other way. 3 and 2 and 1. Good hold. Inhale. Slowly lift the left leg from the floor. Change the position of the 2 legs. So now the right leg comes down. And you have an option here. Again, press the thigh bone into the floor. Extend the opposite leg. Left leg reaches into the air. If you need to, soften either knee to make this more comfortable for your hips. Good. Change the direction. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's pause. Bend the left knee. Hands here to your shin bone. Take a breath. I'm going to slide back. Take a breath. Lift the head and chest. Scoop the belly in. So watch your center. And then exhale, change. We're going to go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold. Hands behind the thighs. Pull the ribs up just a hair. Now keeping the hips steady, rotate towards your bent leg, then exhale, change the position of the two legs as you rotate. So we'll take a 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now pause, back in the center, hands behind the thighs. Choose to rest your head on the mat or re-engage by pulling your belly deep, extending the two legs, extending the two arms, and then bring them right back in. Let's just do 5 of these. Out 5 and in, 4 and in, 3 and in, 2 and in, 1 and in. Pause. Lift the shoulder blades up. Bring the hands behind the head now. Turn the toes out, heels in. Extend the legs. And now you're going to lower your head and your legs together. And then exhale, lift 5. So we're going to inhale, come down, 2, 3, exhale, lift up. Now remember, if this feels like it's too much, soften the knees. Good. Try to lift evenly through your two sides. Down, 2, 3, exhale, rising. Up, 2, 3. Last time, inhale and exhale up. From here, bend the knees. Hands here to the backs of the legs. Rock to a seated position. Everybody check your neck, side to side. Allow it to release. Inhale. And we're going to rock back, 2, 3. And exhale, come up, 2, 3. Let's rock back, 2, 3. And exhale, come up, 2, 3. One more time, rocking back, 2, 3. Exhale, coming up, 2, 3. This time, plant the feet on the floor in line with your two sitting bones. Come stretch. And then exhale, let's slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Arms at your sides. So we're going to focus on hip extension with this pelvic lumbar stabilization. So beginning from the floor, once again, curl, peel, lift the pelvis up. Remember, when your heels push in, the glutes engage, the hips, the front of the hips can stretch. So especially if you know you're having a little problem keeping the pelvis steady, I encourage you to put your hands on the hips and feel the hips stay stable as you do this work here. So right now I'm going to lift my right heel and take it down and up just by itself. Right? So the idea is the hips don't drop. The hips stay right where they are, and then the heel lifts and lowers. Let's try that again with the other heel. So down and up, 5. Remember, keep the hips really steady and stable. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now we're going to let 2 heels come down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold the 2 heels lifted. Now from the backs of the legs, the sitting bones lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the heels down. Ball of the right foot taps the floor. 5, 4, 3. Again, hips perfectly stable. 2, 1. So you don't want one hip to drop. Push in once again. Left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. The balls of both feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the balls of both feet lifted. And then the sitting bones. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Balls of the feet down. Pelvis is going to come slowly to the floor. Let's try another variation just so that we're really focusing on how do we keep this steady? How do we warm this up before we do bigger lifts? So once again, arms at the sides. This time, lift your heels off of the mat and then take the pelvis up. Articulate it down, 2, 3, and then lift up, 3, 2, 1. So waking up your glutes and hamstrings, making them work together a little differently. Good. Let's try this one more time. Hold the pelvis lifted, and then the right heel, then the left heel. Right and left, all the while the hips stay perfectly steady, stable. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Exhale, lower it down, keeping the heels lifted. Now the heels come down, the balls of the feet come up. Inhale. And exhale, lift the pelvis up 2-3. Now take it down 2-3. Again, lift it up 2-3. Keep your knees right in line with the hips as the pelvis rises up. Good, down 2-3. Good, one more time. Hold this lift, and then right, left, ball of the foot. Keep lifting the sitting bones. Keep stretching the hips. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Whole lift. And then exhale, release. Beautiful. So now we're going to keep your right foot, press it down into the floor, and then lift and extend your left leg. So if that feels tight on the hip, soften the knee, however you want to work, but push that foot down and then lift. When you come to the top of the movement, feel your 2 hip bones are still lined up, so you haven't dipped and dropped your left hip. So you're going to come down 2-3. Exhale, push and ground the heel into the floor, and then lower 3-2-1. Inhale, and exhale, lift up 2-3, and then down 3-2-1. Really give the love to your back of your leg here. Lift, take it up, hold, and then lift the sitting bones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause. Exhale, change the position of the 2 legs. And then same thing, first ground this left foot deep into the floor. And check your hips. Right now they should be even. Sometimes this right hip's gonna pull up. This is all about hip compacting, hip balancing the pelvis, and then moving. So now push the heel into the floor, pelvis comes up, feel glute and hamstring connected, firing together, and then down 3 and 2 and 1. Push with the arms, extend and lift, hold for a moment, then take it down 3 and 2 and 1. Once again, take it up 2-3, and then if you can, just lightly pulse the sitting bones up. Feel the left heel connected to that left sitting bone. Here we go. 5 more, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale. Exhale, release. 2 legs up in the air for a moment. You can move the hands behind the thighs. Just stretch out your hamstrings. Fold at the knees again. Scoop the belly deep. Exhale, rock to a seated position. From here, I'm going to extend my 2 legs and extend my 2 arms. Drop the thigh bones into the floor if you can, pushing down. Now, if this is making your back round into this position, don't worry about it. Just sit up and we'll stretch our hamstrings more later. But if you can keep your spine upright and then extend the legs, we are really working. That's the good stuff. So let's exhale, reach forward, pull the belly in, and then sit back up nice and tall. Inhale, scoop the center cup up and over the legs. And exhale, sit it up nice and tall. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, stretch, reaching forward, and then exhale, sitting up. Right arm alongside the ear, left arm alongside the ear. Rotate the ribs. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate the ribs. So when you twist, again, how do we engage? How do we find pelvic lumbar stabilization? It's through grounding the sitting bones, twisting through the ribs, and not letting your legs sweep side to side. So when you twist, do that work with the abdominal muscles, right? They're hugging the ribs and pulling them side to side. Beautiful, creating that rotation. Exhale. So now from here, we're going to come stretch forward once again, and then sit tall, and then begin to scoop your belly in as you extend the toes, as you extend the heels in opposition, lowering all the way to the mat on a 3, on a 2, on a 1. Coming down easy, slowly. Inhale, arms up alongside the ears. Now your arms floating to your sides, chin, shoulders, shoulder blade, rib cage. Try to lift evenly and come all the way back up to a seated position. Let's try that again. Remember, fingertips and toes are reaching away. Thigh bones are pulling down. So those are your anchors. And then the belly is scooping deep And you're watching with your mind the bones of your back move to the floor. Inhale, arms come up alongside the ears. Exhale now, arms to the side, head, shoulders, shoulder blades, rib cage, lumbar, sacrum, tailbone. Good. Oh, I really need these. So let's do a couple more. Inhale. And then exhale, reach through the fingertips, reach through the legs, scoop the belly, move the bones down. Just slowly, slowly, steady, easy. Remember, you can always put a prop underneath you or weights in your hands to make this exercise more manageable. Inhale, lift the head, the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the rib cage, all the way back up. Beautiful. So when you come to the top of this movement, now take the arms up and you're going to rotate and reach. So I'm taking opposite pinky to pinky toe. I'm going to pull this arm, my back arm reaches back, right? So you're creating adduction. Really, both arms are in extension here, one forward, one back. Inhale up, exhale, create that rotation. Inhale up. Again, remember, no twisting in the lumbar, rotate in the rib cage, keep the heel bones even to one another on the floor as you twist. Good. And let's do this one more time. Each direction. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll go ahead, float all the way up. And we're going to float down to the mat and work on the rollover. So remember, if you need a prop for your rollover, I've got one handy. I think I'm good. I needed one last month, but now we're okay. So scoop the belly in and lower bone by bone by bone all the way down to the mat. Arms here to your sides. Right leg's gonna pull in, left leg's gonna pull in, and then you can extend the two legs. Now, if you want a prop, you would put it under your pelvis right now. Just set it right there. If you don't want a prop, here we go. You're gonna let the legs circle out, down, around, draw the belly deep, arm bones push in, scoop your center and lift the pelvis up, and then slowly let the toes come down, let the thigh bones lift, and feel your shoulder blades all the way together, and then slowly let those bones return to the floor on a 3, on a 2, on a 1. So you don't want the dissension of the pelvis to pull on the neck. Try to keep your neck and shoulders anchored but free here. Arms down. And those are called legs. Arms press into the floor. Lift the pelvis bone by bone. Toes down, thighs up. Good. Feel the shoulder blades together so your neck stays free. And again, you don't have to lift all the way. You can use a prop. You can also just work on pulling the bones of the low back off of the floor. That's a start. Let's do this one more time. Circle the legs out, down, around. Now hold arm bones in. Exhale, toes down, thighs up. Good. And then from there, slowly let the feet float off of the floor. Exhale, bend the knees, hands behind the thighs, lift your head and chest, and see about pushing your hands into the thighs as you come all the way into a seated position. Open the knees, take the arms up, cross the ankles, 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hug the legs in and move your weight forward. Unfolding the two legs will come into an all fours position. So I'm going to place my hands for a moment underneath my shoulders, move my knees just slightly back, and curl my 10 toes into the mat. Reach the hips back, lengthen out your back. Get a good stretch after all of that work on the floor. Exhale, pull the hips forward and check your neck side to side. Make sure it's still released. Inhale, reach the hips back, reach through the arms. And exhale, moving forward. Now your chin moves up and then down just a couple of times. Good. Inhale, reach weight back, long stretch. Exhale, move it forward. Elbows pull in and back. My little push-ups. Here you go. Just take about 5 more. Waking up your arm bones. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale. Reach your hips all the way back. And exhale now. From here, curl the 10 toes, make them firm. Lift just your left knee down and up. 5 and 4 and 3. Reach to the heel. 2 and 1. Exhale, release, reaching that weight back. And from here, once again, coming forward, right knee. 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Exhale, reach the weight back. This time, turn the tops of the feet over. And exhale, come up. We're going to undulate the spine. Arms up, chest open. Exhale, fingertips down. Curl the belly, lift. Good. Down, 2, 3. And exhale, up, 2, 3. So pushing your feet into the floor, extending the spine. And then exhale, finding that little tuck of the pelvis. Here you go. Hold now. Arms out. And then lift the thighs. Down and up. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Hold. Reach and extend the forearms out to the mat. Take the right leg down, or extend the right leg, extend the left leg, lift the hips up. Slowly bring them down into a plank. Lift the hips up, down to a plank. Lift the hips up. Now down to a plank one more time. Lift the hips. Take them down. Right knee, left knee. Now the hips tap, come into the floor. Press the arm bones in. Lift your head. Chin, one shoulder. Chin, other shoulder. Exhale, release. Good. Let the head come down. And take your arms here to your sides. So you're going to tuck your shoulder blades onto the back. And exhale, lift your head and chest. With your head and chest lifted, take the arms down and up. 5, 4. Keep pressing the feet to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Arms to the side, down and up. 5 and 4. So again, for your shoulders, lift the head as high as you can take it as you take the toes down. 2 and 1. So lift the head by pulling the tailbone and sitting bones towards the floor. Arms out and back. Take 5. And so really strengthen the spinal extension, your ability to lengthen your spine and hold the head up. 2 and 1. This is how babies do it. Exhale, arms out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm in, left arm in. Exhale, release. Head comes to the floor. Now lift your left leg. As you lift the left leg, press the right leg down. Lift this leg, just hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend and straighten the knee. Make sure the knee doesn't bow out as the knee bends, but you're going to keep the knee parallel to your opposite knee. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold. Now lift the thigh bone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now open and close the thigh without anything else moving. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Exhale, release. We'll try that on the opposite side. The leg lifts, the hip bones balance out, the navel pulls deep. Lift the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend and straighten. Take 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold the leg lifted. With the heel up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, close. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and close. Good. Exhale, release. Inhale. Rock the back for just a moment, taking care of your lumbar spine. And then you're going to exhale, lift the 2 legs. Lift your head and chest. Sweep the arms back behind you for a moment. Good. And then from here, open arms and legs out together, in together. We'll go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, pause. Right hand to your right foot, left hand to your left foot. Lower your head and chest if you like. So your knees may say yes to this. Your knees may say no. So then if your hands and ankles don't come together comfortably, arms to your side, no problem. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your head and chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull the sides together. Inhale, down, 2, 3. And exhale, lift up, 2, 3. Inhale, coming down, 2, 3. And exhale, coming up, 2, 3. One more time. Inhale and exhale, lift. Now hold, extend the arms, extend the legs, and you can swim, but gently, carefully. So pull your elbow slightly bent, and you'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do 3 more sets. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Roll towards the computer screen here. And I'm gonna take a second. So take your top hand to your top hip and then walk your fingertips down the pelvis so that you make sure these two bones are lined up. So what you want to avoid is the pelvis either falling forward or the pelvis falling back, but instead to feel the pelvis right in line with the shoulder blades and these two bones lined up. So now just take your top leg by itself. This will feel like work just by itself. Down and up. 5. When you lift the leg, don't let the pelvis wobble forward and back. Instead, move the pelvis or move the leg less and keep the pelvis steady. That's the whole jam here. 2 and 1. Keep the shoulder blade tucked on the back. Now let the bottom leg come down and up. 10 and 9 and 8. Now, if putting your hand on your hip doesn't feel good, let the hand come in front of you. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take your 2 legs down. And again, if you feel unstable in any way, line up the bones of the pelvis. That's thing 1. And then you can put your hand down on the floor in front of you or put the hand on the pelvis. Down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. Fold these knees in. Push with your top hand. And we're going to come sweep. Take it over and onto the opposite side. Whew. So exhale all the way to the floor. And remember, more important, another thing that might help you balance here. So if you have a hard time keeping your pelvis steady because you just feel unstable on your side, you can bend the bottom leg and just work like this. Or you can take your 2 feet forward slightly. And that's better. So feeling your pelvis stable here with the bones lined up is better than feet back and a wobbly pelvis. Does that make sense? So just know there are ways to, always a way to make any exercise better and work for your body. So I'm pushing now my bottom leg into the floor to help me wake up stabilization. Shoulder blades tucked down. Remember, this top arm can be in front of you here. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Now, again, take this arm to the floor if you need to. Bottom leg comes down and up. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Pause. Lower all those limbs together. And then again, check in. Do you need this arm forward or is it good on your hip? Do you need to bring the legs forward? How are you going to make the exercise work for you? Down and up. 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one. Good. Pause. Hold for just a moment. Fold at the knees. Bring the top arm down. Push. This time from here, if it feels good, if you feel comfortable, push, lift the hips, and find Adho Mukha Shavasana. Take a little down dog. So if you've rounded, if your head is falling toward your hands, I want you to push the weight back through the hands and the tailbone as high as you can, and then melt the head down. So a great way to kind of free up your neck. Good. Your heels, they don't have to come to the floor. The heels just want to reach away from the toes. Good. And then the toes are reaching away from the heels towards the hands. From here, you're going to walk your hands back, right, left, right towards your feet. And then remember, push the feet down as you take your torso up. Let me adjust this for a moment. We'll do a bit of weight work standing. And so everybody can find their weights. So from here, just start with your 10 toes facing forward. Take a second, roll the shoulders down the back. Good. You roll the shoulders in the opposite direction. Good. And then from here, keep your shoulder blades steady and then just begin to move the weight of your torso back through your thighs. The thighs move back, the hips stay even. The weight stays grounded in your feet as you come down and up with a long spine. 3 and 2 and 1. So I'll show you something after class. Exhale, hold the elbows in. And you're just going to, again, waking up your upper back. Find heel evenness through your right and left side. Good. Keep the head lifted. And most importantly, don't round, right? You don't want to be rounded in the thoracic. Let's hold here. 2 weights out. Hold them open for a moment and then close. Let's open, hold, and then lower. Open, hold, and then lower slowly. Open, hold, lower slowly. Oh, we're so synchronized. Look at that. Open, hold, lower slow. Open, hold, lower slow. Last time. Open, hold. Can you just hold? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Slowly bring that down. Now this time you can bend a little deeper in the knees. Reach long arms back. Exhale 5. Exhale 4. And exhale 3. And exhale 2. And exhale 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms. Pull the palms. So bring the arms right underneath your breastbone. Exhale, lift. Now pull your heels together, your toes apart, arms into your side, or arms out in front. So lift the arms for a moment. And now pull your heels up from the floor as the arms lower. Good. So remember, when your weight pitches forward, pull your sits bones towards your heels and feel the glutes activate and hold the torso up. So we're going to come down and exhale, lift. Let's come down and exhale, lift. 3. Let's come down, just straight down and up. Top of the head lifting. Good. 2 and 1. Hold. Bend your 2 knees. Let the right heel lift. Set it down. Let the left heel lift. Set it down. Take the right heel up. Set it down. Take the left and up. So hold this heel lifted. And then with your 2 weights, keep evenness through the rest of you. Down and up 3. Down and up 2. Down and up 1. Hold and switch. Same thing. Down and up 3. Down and up 2. Down and up 1. Good. Now your 2 heels lifted. Down and up 3, down and up 2, down and up 1. Hold the up from the knees. Can you pulse 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Heels down, weights in. Step your 2 feet just slightly wide. Good. Avoid hyperextension in the knees by pulling your weight into your feet. So balls of the feet and the heels anchored. Elbows and up. This time let's open the arms actually. And up. We'll go out and up. Lifting out and up. Out and up. 2 more. Out and up. Out and up. This time, let's hold here for a moment. 1 elbow pulls in, 2 weights up. Opposite elbow down, push through the feet and up. Down, now push and lift. Down, push and lift. Down, push and lift. Down. Again, anchor with your feet. Down and up, down and up. Hold. Taking your 2 weights forward, bend and straighten the knees. We'll come down, exhale, lift. Come down, exhale, lift. Down and up. Stay with your feet. Good. Opening the knees. 2 and 1. Hold. With your right arm circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 arms together. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Change the direction. 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale. Weights down. Slowly set them on the floor. Fingertips forward, 10 toes facing forward. Melt the top of your head. Long stretch. Releasing your neck, relaxing your neck. Hands here can move to your ankles and pull the elbows up and back. Shake the head no. And nod the head yes. And from here, look at your right toes. Pivot your whole body towards that side. A long stretch. So how do we compact our hips in this position? How do we make our lumbar neutral? So this is what we want to avoid. You want to pull the front hip back, bring the back hip forward, anchor the weight in the 2 feet, and stretch evenly through your lumbar. Good. Let's return, pivot through your center, and try that on the other side. Good. Let's pivot through the center one more time and let the arms sweep up, and you'll bring your palms together. We have done it, you all. I bet it's 9 o'clock. So great work. Thank you for joining me. Denise, so nice to see you in the morning.